very depressed, David.
Yeah, I know, Mako told me.
My eyes are bleeding. It's a side effect from the interferon. And my HIV's gonna turn into AIDS, Bob.
I can't leave you up. It's millions left side. Fractured distal tibia, broken femur.
I'm dying, Rachel. I'm experiencing strange memories. Last lab. Except it's deserted. You know the woman I was thinking about? I can draw her. She's pretty. Give me the amgen treatment.
It's too experimental.
Dude, give me the treatment.
What else can I do?
Help! Yuri's not breathing!
Take it easy, it's okay.
I need someone now!
I'm willing to take full responsibility.
I think you can give a little credit to Wes. From what you told me, it sounds like he put you in a very tough position.
Doesn't excuse what I did.
He's not anaphylactic shock. Stay with me, Wes. But what the hell happened in here?
I could have killed him.
Any idea why he had an allergic reaction?
I don't know. I mean, it could have been the linkers that attached the Hep C receptors to the red blood cells. But that would take months to figure out, and he doesn't have months.
We'll make him as comfortable as we can.
That sounds so terminal.
I'm sorry, Rachel.
I can't give up.
I'm not saying that you should. But if you try any more experiments in this hospital, you could be facing criminal charges.
I understand. And I'm willing to face the consequences.
Morning. You seen Rachel anywhere? She does still work here, doesn't she? Mako, you're fired.
She went to the hospital last night to be with Wes.
How's he doing?
I don't know. I haven't heard from her this morning. Look, did you read this? The girl poisoned in Ottawa? She's the daughter of City Councilor Randall Oberman. He's trying to stop the construction of a mosque in his ward.
Any particular reason?
Some kind of zoning issue, but, you know, of course it's got the Muslim community all over him.
So he thinks they poisoned his daughter?
That's what Oberman's saying. Says he got a bunch of death threats since he spoke out against the mosque. And the Muslims are calling it discrimination. They've been under a lot of harassment since 9/11. A lot of people want them out of the neighborhood.
How's the girl doing?
What? She's still in the hospital? Apparently they can't ID the poison.
So they don't even know she was poisoned.
I guess.
Yeah, sounds like a bunch of political bullshit to get people on Oberman's side, Mako.
Maybe we should look into it.
I knew you were going there.
They had to close down the high school after they had a near riot because a bunch of kids attacked some Muslim kids. And then some Muslims went and defaced a local church.
Can't we all just get along? What?
Hello, David.
I hope this is about Olivier Roth wanting to have lunch with me.
What do you know about Lincoln, Nebraska?
They got a great tractor museum.
Yes, found a woman with smallpox.
She doesn't have smallpox, she's got vaccinia.
David.
Vaccinia is a weaker cousin of smallpox
David, I
that
know.
isn't a vaccine.
Yeah, The CDC said she got it from her husband. He was a Marine on his way to Iraq.
Yeah, because he was vaccinated against smallpox. He kissed his wife goodbye and managed to pass on the closest thing to smallpox a human being can get.
She's dying.
Sorry to hear that.
The FDA is willing to fast-track some drugs for compassionate use.
What drugs?
Well, Homeland Security commissioned 3 biotechnology companies to come up with a cure in case of a smallpox attack.
Oh, yeah? How'd they do?
Don't know. Never tested it on an actual smallpox victim.
That's because smallpox was eradicated in 1977, Carl.
Yeah, well, now we have a unique opportunity.
Carl, referring to a dying woman as a unique opportunity is sick.
Whatever. Homeland wants Novak's opinion on which drug to use.
Fine. I'll need to see all the studies done by the companies, both successes and failures.
It's on its way.
How many days do we have?
24 hours.
Why the rush?
That's all the time she's got left.
No.
Nicely done. I don't think you should put this on your resume.
Wes, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, how you feeling?
Broken ribs aren't bad.
Right?
My legs are a little itchy. My kidneys, the liver's ache, but other than that, I'm really top notch.
You do have that sexy yellow glow.
Thank you. So beginning to think I was on the losing end of death stick there, Ms. Watts. So how soon can we try that again?
What, are you serious?
Oh, yes. And then you figure out what I reacted to and you're gonna fix it. Then we can go again, right?
Right, well, maybe you should recover from my first attempt to kill you.
I'm ready to go anytime you are.
You're a mess. You know that, don't you?
I know you're not gonna give up on me. But I know you're gonna figure something out.
Okay, thank you. So, hey, according to the CDC, all 3 drugs were used in a study with cynomolgus monkeys with high intravenous doses of pox, equivalent in late-stage disease in humans.
And?
Bob?
And?
All animals that received the drug were protected from developing the disease.
In monkeys.
In monkeys.
It's a start. We have a long way to go to the finish line, so let's dig in. What? Hey, you Lincoln?
Yeah, just got to the hospital. Has the data arrived yet?
Yeah, we're just starting to go over it.
You better look at it fast, David. I think they may have called us too late.
Captain Richard Hilliard.
Dr. Carlos Serrano.
Mary Ann Wiley was admitted with a blistering rash and a mild fever 3 days ago. Once they figured out what was going on, they started her on vaccinia immunoglobulin therapy.
Clearly not working. Have you tried antivirals?
I tried everything.
May I?
Sure.
I'm Dr. Carlos Serrano. I'm with a lab that's here to research the different treatments.
Yes, have you decided?
We're not quite there yet.
Well, she can't wait that long.
Mark. Let him do his job.
Sorry, sir. I'm Mark Wiley, Mary Ann's husband.
Hi. Marianne, how are you? We're going to need to do a quick examination.
Nurse her to be touched, okay? She says it feels like her skin's tearing off.
That's all right. We don't need to touch you.
And what about her pain?
We can increase the morphine, but we'll have to put you on a ventilator.
No, baby, it's okay.
It'll give your body a rest.
I'm afraid.
Don't be afraid. I'm like an alarm clock, okay? Take the morphine, give your body a rest.
Doc, can I have a word?
Sure. Increase morphine to comfort and prepare for intubation.
Just hang in there, I'll be right back.
So come on, not sick.
Your body's healthy, and you can cope with a live vaccine.
I don't understand. Marianne's healthy too.
Well, Marianne has eczema, which can be a sign of an immune deficiency.
Why don't you get it from me?
The pox viruses are usually transmitted through close oral contact. A cough, maybe a sneeze, maybe a kiss.
Kiss. Do this. Thank you, sir.
Hey,
Hey,
sorry I'm late. So what's up?
how's Wes?
He's almost killed him, David.
Come here. Come here. Sit down. What happened?
A systemic allergic reaction.
Wow. It's all right now?
Yeah, he's, I don't know, I spent the last, I don't know how many hours going over this, and I can't figure it out. I don't know what else to do.
It's okay. It's okay.
I don't think he's gonna make it.
Ah, come on. Fuck that shit.
I know, but David, I have tried everything, and I don't know what else to do.
What do you know about BT-590?
Protease inhibitors. Just the toxicity is an issue with that.
Yeah. We'll think of something. We are going to think of something.
I have to stay on this.
Absolutely. You do what you have to do.
Is it smallpox, Captain? Should we be concerned?
No, it's not smallpox.
But it has many of the same symptoms and it can kill people.
That's not true.
Is it contagious, Captain? Should the military stop the inoculation program?
No, it's not contagious. Excuse me. We're late for a meeting.
Are the inoculations safe for our troops?
Yes.
What you told that reporter is actually not true. Marianne caught it from her husband, so technically it is contagious.
We don't need to start a panic.
It could happen again.
This was a perfect storm, several highly unusual conditions coming together. But the chances of reoccurrence
Are greater than zero.
Dr. Serrano, the safety of our men and women in uniform is not compromised by these vaccinations.
Anytime you're dealing with a live virus, there is the possibility of side effects.
And that is something the press would have a field day with. I suggest we keep it to ourselves.
You're referring to the truth?
How much longer do we have to wait?
Make the call now.
What?
David, I need an answer now.
What happened in 24 hours?
Her abdomen is starting to fill with fluid. Kidneys are close to failing. It's not looking good.
Okay, give me 24 minutes.
Okay.
The CR356 has some heart issues.
What kind?
QT prolongation.
I agree. I called the chief scientist and he couldn't convince himself it was heart safe.
I had a comparison done of their cardiac studies and long QT issues make CR356 questionable.
Okay, that sounds pretty conclusive. CR356, heart issues. Let's sideline it. That leaves ST146 from Quest Logic and LB320 from BackMed.
Each of the remaining two drugs have the same pharmacophore,
LB320 is a prodrug, though, right?
Yeah, it's inactive until your body changes it to an active form.
meaning it may last longer. You'll be active in your body for a longer period of time.
That's good.
But it showed elevated liver enzymes in rodents.
High toxicity.
Correct.
Okay, now, Quest Logic's 146 does have a wider dose range.
Well, that nails it. It's safer, and we can give her more and more of the drug to her without worrying about side effects.
Yeah, but Quest Logic has also done some iffy preclinical studies in the past. Do you remember that big FDA thing?
I do, but they cleaned house since then. They got new management, they got a new chief scientist. More importantly, their drug is least likely to harm the patient. That's our priority. Where are the drugs?
They're already at the hospital. Dr. Corwin, how is he? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Where are the drugs?
Already in the hospital at Lincoln.
Carlos, Quest Logic, ST-146, best guess. Yeah, hang on. I got another call. Go for it. What? Seriously, who is this? Fuck off, who is this? Why, yeah, it does kind of sound like you, sir. Yeah, sure. Okay. Right, I understand. Just, that was the, Prime Minister. Wants us to look into the Ottawa poisoning. Been some more reprisals.
I told you. Wait, has anybody been hurt?
Not yet. He says it's just a matter of time. The local imam has agreed to let us act as a neutral investigating... What?
It's working.
What?
The treatment that almost killed Wes, it's working. His hep C viral load is down. It's working. Hey.
Hey. I knew you could do it.
How are you feeling?
Thinking I could run a marathon or anything.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
So are you.
Marianne, this drug has never been used on a human being before. It's been successful in animal trials. I think it's your best hope. But I'm going to need your permission.
It's okay, sweetie. You need to get better now.
If you could just sign here. No, that's okay. You can sign it.
Yes, sir.
I've been talking with the head of the burn unit here, Dr. Fleming. He's doing incredible things with artificial skin technology. She uses collagen. She's able to grow epidermal cells directly on it. Tells me you're a good candidate. My skin can be repaired.
I had her tested and retested. Still no trace of any poison that we can find.
And yet the symptoms...
Certainly are consistent with poisoning. Yeah, it's okay with me. Mr. Oberman?
Our doctors to shrug their shoulders?
No, sir. I'm David Sandstrom, North American Biotechnology Advisory Commission. The Prime Minister has asked us to help out.
Good. Thank you. I'm, Stella's father, Randall Oberman.
Can you, tell me what happened?
Stella came home around 10 p.m. the day before yesterday. She was acting disoriented. I thought she was on drugs or had been drinking. She is 14. Later, she threw up. She wanted to go to bed. I checked on her around 12 midnight, and she was sweating like she just ran a marathon. She couldn't catch her breath. I called an ambulance.
When she was admitted, her temperature was 41. She had tremors and then some kind of a seizure. A couple hours later, she was comatose.
Has anything like this ever happened to her before?
No.
We can't bring her temperature down. We've got her on maximum blood pressure medication, full ventilator support. We ran the full gamut of tests. Checked the electrolytes, glucose, all normal.
No source of infection?
No. Cultures are negative. Antibiotics aren't doing anything.
Look, we have an expert here now, Doctor. Let him take over.
Actually, Mr. Oberman, I'm a scientist. Dr. Modi is a physician. I need to hear what he has to say.
We did a full toxicology screen. I sent blood and urine samples to 2 poison centers in Quebec and Toronto.
So you're treating the symptoms?
As best as we can. Excuse me.
Hopefully we won't have to deal with his incompetence much longer.
It looks like he's doing everything right.
Maybe, for wherever he came from.
Mr. Oberman, where was your daughter before she came home?
There was a dance at school. Stella said she was going, but no one saw her there. They must have grabbed her.
They?
Some boys, Arabs, Muslim kids have been taunting her at school. They defaced her locker.
You tell this to the police?
Of course. They questioned the boys. They stuck together. They said they hadn't seen Stella that night. They had their lies all ready to go.
Or the truth. Listen, Mr. Oberman, I'm just here to find out what's making your daughter sick, all right? Let's start a holy war.
If she dies.
Yeah.
The therapy I want to get, the hyperbaric oxygen therapy, is a well-established medical treatment.
Can't do anything for a guy with half a liver. It's okay, Bob. I'm doing fine.
Hyperbaric treatment is more for embolism, carbon monoxide poisoning, gangrene.
What I wouldn't do for good old-fashioned case of gangrene right about now. Why the sudden interest in this thing?
Oh, well, there's some evidence that can also help with intracranial abscess and increase of pus in the brain.
That's what you've got?
I think so.
Antibiotics aren't working?
Tell me how it works. Well, I'll go inside it, and the atmospheric pressure will be increased to the prescribed amount for the treatment, and then I'll be given 100% oxygen to breathe for a certain amount of time.
And that'll clear up your brain?
In combination with the antibiotics, it's proven to be effective.
That's out there.
Well, at one time, inserting an electronic device into the chest cavity to stimulate the heart was considered kind of out there. Today, there are millions of pacemakers in use. Let it go.
Thanks for coming by.
Huh?
I'm sorry about what happened up on the roof.
So am I. I know what you've been going through, and I should have...
No. Don't. Thanks, though.
Hey, thanks for the books you brought me. Used was okay.
Yeah, it was great. Pretty sure I haven't read this one before, and my sleep is important.
Get better, Wes. Okay. I miss you.
Hey, Carlos. Did you get back?
Last night. Looks like we made the right call. She's stable.
Fantastic. Bob, how's Wes doing?
He's eating, sitting up. He's doing fine, David.
What's going on around here?
What do you mean?
Nothing but good news. What do we got on the poison, Bob?
Alcohols, amphetamines, barbiturates, MDMA, paracetamol, salicylate, all negative. Ditto. Opiates, tricyclics,
Okay.
beta blockers,
Okay, Bob. Anything positive?
everything was negative.
Morning. Got that list of all the obscure poisons?
Found hundreds.
Jesus.
Some are really weird. Have you ever heard of Zucopentixol?
All right, screen for all of them. Mako, you set up a database. Bob, Carlos, you look for any combinations of poisons. Natural, man-made, medicinal, fungal, anything out of the ordinary, red flag.
Didn't Alman say test for cholinesterase?
Neurotransmission suppressant.
Yeah, it looks like she has reduced activity. Don't know if it's significant. Source? Maybe a pesticide?
Do we know what kind?
Not really.
Carlos, Mako. Up here. Have you checked everything?
Yes, I'll redo it if you like.
Maybe you better.
I'll use a fresh kit.
You just need to be really sure about this, Bob.
Yeah, I understand.
Wait a minute. How much pesticide would it take to do this?
Don't know. Test isn't that quantitative.
Find a test that'll give us concentration levels.
On it.
Hey,
Hey. There's a possibility that our girl was poisoned. The cholinesterase inhibitor.
what's that?
Something that sends your heart and lungs into overdrive. They can't stop.
It is treatable, though, right?
Yeah, with palidoxamine.
Work with Bob. If you can confirm that this is a pesticide, call me immediately.
Okay.
Miko, I need everything you can get me on cholinesterase inhibitors. Everything they're used in, where they're manufactured, imports, and then get in touch with the Defense Department, see if they've had any of theirs stolen.
But if it's a pesticide, why would defense?
Because one of its uses is in nerve gas.
Where are you going?
Back to Ottawa. I don't want to deliver this news on the phone.
Dr. Corwin said my liver was severely damaged by the virus.
Well, damaged, but not irreparable.
It's a transplant, and it could take years to find a liver.
Of course, I think that's only one option.
You don't think it's a good idea?
Progression of the HCV infection is sometimes accelerated with transplantation.
Okay.
And,
What?
I don't know, you face bone marrow toxicity and the risk of allograft rejection.
So, what are our alternatives then?
I'm looking into it, but the good news is you're stable, and that gives us some time to explore those options, right?
Sure.
You're really okay.
I know, Dr. Rose. I'm already better than okay.
Oh, come in, Dr. Sandstrom. This is Detective Ian McGilvery.
Oh, hey, David Sandstrom. Look, I wanted to bring this to you personally, okay? We think we have a lead on a possible poison, something called a cholinesterase inhibitor. Now, it's nothing conclusive, but we're chasing it. Dr. Modi's on his way upstairs right now with some medication.
Cholinesterase inhibitor. What kind of poison is that?
It's something you find in pesticides. Actually, is there anything she could have gotten into in the house?
Accidentally? No.
So, we're just talking about an over-the-counter poison?
We don't have any conclusive evidence yet.
Sounds to me like you do.
No, we're still running tests. In the meantime, we think it's more important to treat Stella just in case.
It's just as important to put the person behind bars who did this.
Fine, that's his job. In the meantime, given the mood of the neighborhood, the Prime Minister has asked that we do not go public with this until we are 100% certain, and until somebody is under arrest, if somebody is behind this.
You still think this is an accident?
Mr. Oberman, I don't know.
If you get the name of that poison, I want it.
Sure.
And what you told us, that's between us. No one leaks it to the press.
Everyone's agreed to keep this under the radar until we figure out what we're dealing with.
I redid the element assay, and it still looks like the cholinesterase inhibitor, but it's falling
You
out.
ID'd it?
Not yet. Still testing. How's the girl?
David?
Yeah. Oh, here's Miko.
Hey.
Hey.
So I called the Department of Defense. Nothing was stolen. Now, I did come across something else. The Nazis were busy making cholinesterase inhibitors for nerve gas.
Oh, yeah, but they never used it.
Well, the U.S. have something called 3-quinucleodinyl benzylate. They called it BZ. Tons of it is stockpiled.
It's Vietnam era, Mako. It's old news.
Yeah, but the Iraqis invented a similar, if not identical product, and after the U.S. invasion, their stockpiles went missing.
Okay.
Tons literally just vanished.
Ah, shit.
David, what are you thinking? That an Iraqi weapon of mass destruction ended up here in Canada and then fell into the hands of some Muslim extremists?
It was used on a 14-year-old girl. Okay, I know I was stretching it. Listen, you keep on it, all right? Anything else comes up, you let me know. I'll be back tonight. Can I help you with something? You hear about Stella? Yes. I'm David, from a lab in Toronto.
Hi.
You know Stella?
She poisoned?
We're leaning that way. You want to talk about it?
She gonna be okay?
We don't know yet. What's your name?
Steve. We go to school together.
I understand things have been a little rough for her for the last couple of weeks, ever since your dad...
Her dad's a fucking pig.
Yeah. What are you doing here, Steve?
I gotta go.
Okay, listen, if there's anything, okay, anything at all that you want to tell me can help Stella, you call me, all right?
Okay.
You're all set to go, aren't you?
Cannot wait. A nice relaxing night in my own bed.
I bet.
You care to join me?
I think that could probably be arranged. Although, you may have to spend a little time getting you packed.
Why, am I going somewhere?
How does 6 months in Sweden sound?
What's in Sweden?
West, they're doing some new trials.
In Sweden?
Yeah, and it's some pretty heady stuff. They're using RNAi to stop the Hep C virus.
How?
To stop the Hep C from replicating, they put in RNA inhibitors that stick to the Hep C RNA like Velcro, and it helps your body wipe out the disease.
Can I get in the trials?
You're in.
Really?
Yes.
Six months, though, huh?
Only if you want.
Thank you, Rachel.
I miss you.
I miss you too. I love you. No matter what, okay?
I love you too. Hey,
Hey,
in Quest Logic, now that we've helped provide evidence that their smallpox cure works, the government stand by millions of units and their stock will go through the roof.
and all we get is this lousy gift basket, eh? Ooh, maybe not so lousy. Hey,
I thought you were only drinking beer.
I am saving this for Wes on his return.
I'm gonna make sure that he actually gets some.
Fine. Come in.
Hey,
Good timing. Good news?
the amount of cholinesterase inhibitor in the girl is negligible. Not enough to make her sick. I don't know if it's good news or not.
Why did the poison test show results then?
Well, the tests are very sensitive now. I mean, the same levels could be in any of us.
And what the hell is making her sick?
Is there another poison, or are we completely misdiagnosing this?
Are there any other tests we can do?
Okay, let's go right back to symptomology. We got sweating, we've got heart palpitations, we've got anxiety, confusion, and then coma, right?
All right. Cholinesterase inhibitors cause dryness. You just said she was sweating.
Her dad did, yeah.
That's adrenaline or thyroid that can make the heart race and cause sweat.
Adrenal glands were ruled out.
Then it's gotta be the thyroid.
We never got our thyroid test back.
Why not?
Well, it takes 3 days to get results.
Shit, well that's gotta be it.
Okay, so look, we treat her for thyroid overactivity.
What? Mr. Oberman? No, don't make an announcement yet. We haven't... Say again? Oh, for fuck's sakes.
What's wrong?
Where he will be formally charged.
That kid is innocent. They're throwing gasoline on a fire.
Attends the same high school as Stella Oberman.
Hi, I need to speak to Detective McGilvray, please. David Sandstrom calling. Oh, he'll know what this is about. You were supposed to call me before you made an announcement. There wasn't any poison. I said that no. Look, what I said was possible poisoning. Because a thyroid storm, thank you, a thyroid storm is consistent with cholinesterase inhibitor poisoning. Okay, look, here it is. Her thyroid levels are through the roof. Her TSH is suppressed, okay? That confirms a thyroid storm. You can't arrest a kid. You can't arrest a kid for poisoning someone when there wasn't any fucking poison in the first place. Let the kid go. What part of that don't you understand? No crime has been committed here. Good choice. Thank you. What?
It's Surrender Modi. I've been trying to call you since you left.
Oh, yeah, Doctor. Sorry, my cell phone died.
They gave me your home phone at the office. I hope it's all right that I...
Yeah, that's fine. What's up?
The ultrasound confirmed a thyroid nodule. The storm may have even been triggered by the cholinesterase inhibitor in Stella's blood. We stabilized her medically, and we rushed her into surgery earlier this evening.
Her own body was poisoning her.
Yeah.
Which means this whole witch hunt was just a fabrication of one man's prejudice. What? Yeah. What? Okay, thank you.
What is it?
Marianne Wiley died last night.
Oh, Dios mío. What was the official cause of death?
Heart arrhythmia.
That's terrible.
Of course, logic was the right choice. And that drug was the least powerful of anything it should have done nothing.
David, she was very sick. It's very possible that the drug had nothing to do with it.
I know, it's just been a shitty week. Just get some good news once in a while.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just thought you should know.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sal. And, good luck on that thing, eh? Wes! Here you're off to Sweden. Great. Everywhere you look, you can think of me.
Here you go.
You're not quitting. You're on a 6-month leave.
I thought you might want to have this. Little going away present. It was Caroline's. It's got the name and numbers of anybody who's anybody in Washington, London, Paris, Brussels, and I've marked my leads on Roth.
Wait. Huh?
You know my liver's shot, David.
Yeah, I know. This is for you. There you go. Cheers.
I thought you stopped drinking, David.
You're not quitting, Wes.
Yes, I am.
You'll be back.
I don't think so.
Why?
Well, first of all, you're the biggest asshole I've ever met.
Yeah. Besides that,
You're rude. You criticize everything that I do. You're pompous. You're arrogant.
you say all that like it's a bad thing. All right. Listen to me, and listen carefully, because I'm only going to say this once. After the bombing, I thought Norback was finished. I really did. You put it back together, Wes. But you put us back together. This is where you belong. In that office, behind that desk. We need you. I need you. Who am I gonna find who can, clean up my shit better than you?
Just, you know, I really don't want to leave, but I have to.
Okay, I'm gonna do you a favor.
I don't want any favors.
2 favors. First of all, I am not gonna let you run out that door so you can go bury your head in the fucking sand, which is really what I think you're gonna do.
That's not what I'm doing.
2. You owe me a sucker punch.
I owe you more than one.
Fine. So, I will let you hit me in the face as hard as you want if you stay. this as much as I will. Guess I should close my eyes, eh?
Might be better that way.
Show me who's the better man, West.
I know this is gonna hurt, David. I'm sorry.
No worries. You best take a shot. Try not to kill me, though.
Over 24 people with lung infections is not an isolated incident. That is what we call an outbreak.
27 competitors for the Tour Cyclo Quebec have been admitted to hospital.
C'est ridicule. Milo, what are you doing here?
I was wondering if there was still time for that physical.
Get in here.
Bob, what do you think about hyperbaric chambers? The high oxygen levels may improve my memory.
Or make it worse.
Who said it was okay to race here?
This time the race will not stop.
Norback has jurisdiction here.
Not in Quebec. Nor does Ottawa.
Oh my God, Milo. No, wait, hold on.
Whoa. You want to help him, you help me.